we have a topic we're going to do. Odyssey.com Rewind, if you wanted the Tigers' primo trade target, according to ESPN. I fully support it. But you guys pre-show were pretty spicy. You were ball breakers. Oh, we got a topic. Ooh, Mike's going to throw a chair like I'm some kind of wind-up toy. But
yeah,
look, the offseason is upon us, and you guys were tickled pink with this article in the Free Press. So I'm going to sit here, and I'll do what I'm told, minus the chair part. I don't know what you think I'm going to get so upset about. I'm in a good mood, but what is the issue? Lay it out for me.
Basically, it was an article in the Free Press that came up with a list of free agent players that the Pistons should pursue.
Free agents?
Yes.
Well, the free agent class is garbage.
Okay, and I'll add there's some that they could trade for as well.
Okay, so there are trades on
There's
here.
two lists.
You have my interest.
Right, we haven't wound you up yet. Calm down, as you would like. Relax.
All right.
But they came up with a list of names, and these are some targets that, honestly, we've talked about the free agent list. It's not good.
It's awful.
And I think if you're going to any of these names, you're better off just re-signing everybody that's on the team right now. I'd rather see you bring back Tim Hardaway Jr.
Come on.
You want the list of names?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, let me give you the free agent list first
So
before
what?
I go through the trade list.
How many of these am I going to approve of? Is that this game? Or do you just really just are like, Mike, you're going to hate all
No.
of this?
How many would you say, oh, you know what? Good move by the Pistons if they went out and got this person.
Not great. Just it has to meet the standard of good.
This person will help this team to the next level.
Okay.
Because we could all agree that the Pistons, they're on the precipice of really becoming a power in the East. With the East, they're reshuffling the deck. David, if you would, please.
Free agent list. Ty Jerome.
Go to hell. Why do I want a guy who's played for 6 teams? He finally had a productive season with Cleveland, and you're going to be the one who pays him. You know how that movie ends. Try hard guy tries hard, finally, after falling on his face for 5 years, gets decent, and then you reward him. You know what happens. No.
Brooke Lopez.
Oh, God, stop it. He's 50. What the hell do I need him for?
Harris LeVert.
Feet made of Legos. Next.
Gary Trent Jr.
I mean, for $5, like, what does it say he's going to want?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
I'd pay him a couple of bucks, but that doesn't move the needle.
Bruce Brown.
Oh, for God's sakes. Maybe 5 years ago.
Trey Lyles.
Is this a joke?
No.
This was in the Free Press. This is what we're offering this fan base after this breakthrough year?
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Player I can't figure out. Came out of VTech, had a lot of skills, first-round pick. It just he hasn't put it all together, but I'm openly questioning whether anybody can flourish in New Orleans.
Here's 3 more for you.
Tyus Jones, Cam Payne,
and
Mason Plumlee. That's the free agent list. I have 5 others that you could possibly trade for.
Oh, no. See, unlike Jeff Rieger, didn't oversell this. I'm like, oh, wait till he sees this list. We purposely kept it away from you.
Cameron Payne? You're going to hold a press conference for Cameron Payne?
Or Mason Plumlee.
Okay, guys, you can say I'm being unfair. Am I speaking for you or am I on an island? To hell with that whole list.
Which is why I said you're better off just re-signing everybody who was on the team last year and running it back.
Okay, you're right. Now let me get to the trade stuff.
You start with the Pelicans forward, Herbert Jones.
I'm okay with it, but you know who I want on that team. And I understand there's some legal issues right now, but I'll stay away from it. Keep going. I'll let you know where Herb Jones lands when I hear the other names.
Another Pelican, Trey Murphy III, who is on a 4-year, $112 million contract. Boston Celtics forward, Sam Hauser.
He's cheap.
He is.
Dead-eye shooter, underrated defensive player. David, that's a player for $8 million. There's a high level of functionality there. I'd love to keep him as a Celtics fan, but we have to cost cut. I like Sam Hauser because look, how about this? You pay $9 million for useless ass Fontecchio. I could pay $8 million for a guy who helped the Celtics win a championship, and he's one of the best three-point shooters in basketball. And he's not an albatross defensively.
Well, speaking of, won a championship and can shoot the three, Klay Thompson.
What?
Trade candidate. And then the final one would
He's
be
40.
Not quite 40, but I get what you're saying.
Another Dallas Maverick, and this one might actually be worth something, is P.J. Washington.
He's had a lot of runs of being effective. A little bit of a goofball off the court, but I could work my way there.
No room for radio and not Kyrie?
No.
Guys, I think what I take away from this, though, and it's kind of depressing, is this is an article thrown out by, I would assume, a beat writer whose life is covering the NBA. If this is what they think the realistic targets are, then Rico wins. I'll just take option B.
And that's why, right, when David told me, and I'm like, you might as well just re-sign everybody that you already have and run this thing back.
If your offseason featured a trade and a signing from the list of players that David just gave you, are you celebrating that?
Brooke Lopez and Karis LeVert. No.
David, what am I missing?
You're not. You just hit the nail on the head. This is not a list that excites you. This is something. It doesn't seem serious to me.
Cameron Payne
just does it.
He's try-hard guy that's good for about 5 minutes a game, and then that's it.
Look, the Trey Murphy thing, I don't hate. I want a different player on that team. I understand with legal situations happening, it's probably not the time to do that topic. We have to see how that plays out. The Murphy thing I could get. The problem is, how good is he on a terrible team? So when you're putting up 20 a night, well, what does it really mean? And again, he's a good enough three-point shooter. I'd have to.
38.3% career.
I thought it was 36. Okay. Yeah, I could do the Trey Murphy thing.
So, which goes back to something we talked about earlier in the show. David, it's not on your list of trades, but do the Pistons get involved if the Knicks trying to move Cat? Should the Pistons get involved with that?
Okay. I'll stay out of this. This one's for Detroit. Go ahead. Because I don't think you would want to give up what it would take. Look, there just aren't big men who can shoot the rock the way he does. He can post. Does he do some dumb things? Yes. Punchable face? No question. But he's still he'd still be your unequivocal, unquestioned second best player. Period. You could, but what would you have to give up to do it? Would the Knicks be willing to do that with an Eastern Conference rival? Again, if I'm the Knicks, I'm asking for a lot for Karl-Anthony Towns. A lot. And I just don't think the Pistons are going to be in the business of doing that.
No, I just know they're trying to move him. And are you willing to just go ahead and because people were like, oh, go get Giannis. Well, he's going to be available. It's going to cost you. Would you like to see Detroit jump into the Karl-Anthony Towns sweepstakes? 248-539-9797.
The other problem, and again, 3-point percentage. Now, David, here's the thing. So I just pulled up Murphy's stuff. You know, as the volume has gone up, the numbers have gone down, and he basically turned into a 35% shooter this year. The other problem is this is a guy who's started a grand total of 140 games in 4 years. This was the first year he really popped a little bit. But he did it in New Orleans on a god-awful team. But I like that he's 24 and there might be more there. That he can get better. That bringing him into a winning team, I could work my way around it. I'd much prefer to do that and invest a higher price. Let's say, what's Murphy getting? About 20 a year?
Yeah, 4-year, $112 million deal that kicks in this season.
Oh, God. So then I got him for 4 years.
Yes.
That's at like 20.
25, 27, 29, and 31.
That's a 27 a year, 28 a year.
That's correct.
An investment.
No, because, Rico, what I'd rather do is take Tobias's 26 plus Fontecchio plus actual assets and pick. I'll pay $40 million to the right player.
Right.
I don't.
That's not the right player.
I guess I get tired of why do we always have to accept the try-hard guy? Why can't we actually go out and get a high-level player?
And that's why I said, all right, Karl-Anthony Towns, Knicks do not want him.
Again, you would have to be willing to give up things you're not willing to give up. It's not about the idea. It's about you can't deconstruct this roster And if I'm the Knicks and I'm trading with a rival, because make no mistake now, you're rivals. You're in the mix, they're in the mix. I don't see it. The KD thing makes more sense because you're launching him to the sun. You don't see Karl-Anthony Towns anymore.
That's true.
248-539-9797. We'll get some ticket texts. Rico, tell them all about it.